Hello, hello. So this is how we're starting with the good old DDLC plus. Login. Root. I am root. Cool. Dope. Oop. Cool, cool. Music. Settings. Okay, we do want full screen. We want no VSync. I haven't booted this game up yet. Pictures, we already checked there. Mail, nothing. Files. What if I delete Monica's like right off the start? Bro, I need permission to delete Monica? Bro. Good old DDLC. We're here. How I'm going to make this into like a 1.5 hour stream, I don't know. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her hands in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself meeting today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waking her up. Hello, J-Fan. Shut up, I know. I know what you're gonna say. Don't judge. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and lets her already catch up to me. Ha. Wah. I'm not gonna judge. Why are you here then? I overslept again. I'm gonna try to stick around. You are? In this stream? Really? I feel bad for not doing Undertale tonight then. It's been a while? Yeah, it has. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you weren't thinking about ignoring me. Nope. Well, Wiki already made a thumbnail for this. Yeah. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did, or did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissingly go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! This whole stream is just gonna be me talking. Oh my god. I am not prepared! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Isn't there a TTS? Nope, no TTS. Even if she exaggerates a little. Yeah, see? There are no TTS. Spanish, French, Dutch, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, I don't know, in English. Oh, okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's before I know it, after I pack my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here, spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So, I thought, you know... No what? Well, you could come to my club. Beth Doki? Monica. I used to really like Sayori, though. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. First Monica. Shut up! Shut up! You are Natsuki and you know it. J-Fan, you are Natsuki. Sorry, is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature. Well, in fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be funny to help start a new club. Who's Natsuki? Well, instead of making you wait, let me just show you. Sorry the photo's so low quality, but this is Natsuki. I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes for everyone. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I'll let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Yeah, J-Fan is still here, which is surprising. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, section of school I rarely visit. All the time in the world. You do? Sorry, my little Miku plush is like blocking the chat thing. Sorry, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Dash. I don't know. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Zori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, what a nice surprise. It's scary that they all just look, right? Like, welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. A girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Absolutely real. She looks like a goblin compared to Yuri. She also is the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yuri is shy. She's timid. And shy. Thank you for... I've played through this game like twice. I know. Yeah, I know. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. I'm multitasking for this. Crazy! And it sounds like you already know who Monica is, right? Or is that right? Sorry, yeah, just Monica. Yeah, seeing how Monica just stares? That's right! It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. Playing Roblox, watching, texting, and all of that. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Stares at you because I know. You don't need to one thing I'm gonna tell you now is don't say anything about the game story. Don't mention anything about it. Don't spoil it. Don't the whole point is to let the viewer, maybe not you, but people know. But because this game is a story game. The whole point of it is, I don't know. I'm trying not say anything either, but yeah. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come on, sit down. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. See, one thing I have to mention is I suck at reading out loud. I'm trying to do it on kind of how they would, but I'm not a girl. I suck at speaking, and yeah. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll go get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Fuck you, J-Fan. Then how about I make some tea as well? Shit, I didn't do the... Then how about I make some tea as well? I don't know how to do the Yuri voice. Right, like I can't do the, you know, this. Because it doesn't feel or sound like how... It doesn't sound like how she would do it. But then it's, bro, it's more immerseful and stuff if I do the voices. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sarah mentioned, it's been widened so that one more space next to Monica and one space next to Siri. Mary would likely have a deep monotone voice due to her shyness. Yeah, okay. I can try. But like, yeah. Natsuki and Yuri walk over from the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Since when did Natsuki have a happy sprite? Ta-da! Whoa! Oh yeah, Monica's the only one just staring. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I'm sorry, my sister did this for me now. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Suri grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious! Suri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. It's delicious! It said, yes. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing was sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Yep, definitely an archetype of Osana. Osana was made before Natsuki. Dummy. Dash Osana and Natsuki. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? So more personalities? Yeah? Tsundere? I guess. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... I don't like how you voice Yuri. Give me a better way and I will. I suck at voicing. Like, I can do a lot of voices, but like, why would I? There's no reason for me to. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. I don't know how to do a timid, like a shy, nervous, voice. I don't know. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically drugged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay! Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun, or make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any major clubs. Aren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Hahaha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling the dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. But, I think you're too short. I think you're too short to be Yuri. You might be good Natsuki. You might be Natsuki. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You're literally like... Yeah, no. I think I still have the picture of the chart. I think it's here and it's in one of these. Yeah, it's right here. Here's the chart. Oh my god, I'm wrong. I am wrong. I am wrong. I am wrong, I'm sorry. You have to work hard, yeah. But it makes cool events like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Look at this! It's the full gang! Huh. If you pay for the wigs, I can cosplay them all. I don't have the money for 4 wigs. Of pink hair, long purple hair, whatever color Sayori's is meant to be, and brown hair. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted about the idea of a new member joining. Natsuki isn't even that short. She's about the height of Sayori. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. What do you mean Natsuki isn't short? Compare Natsuki to Sayori. Or Natsuki to Monica, even. 4'11" is short as fuck. Yeah, but all of the girls are that short. All the girls don't... aren't taller than, what, 5 feet? 5'5"? For reference, I am about here on them. .411 is that short. My sister was 4'11". 4'11 is really short. I don't know what you're smoking. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. You just said it's not short? No, it is. It is short. 4'11" is short, but compared to the other girls, the tallest one is 5'4", 5'5". Yuri has like a half a Subway sandwich on Natsuki. That is not that much. Maybe if Chicken didn't steal all the height, I'd be taller. Yeah, Chicken or Ethan, he's 6 foot, at least 6 feet tall. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Voice crack. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Manga is literature, though? Everything is literature. Technically, this game is literature, because I'm reading. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. Writing, reading, drawing, poems, you name it. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Used to have poems written for me. About me? Yeah! Thou does not concern thyself with that. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by her way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. So stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? I was kind of homeless. Your face? Yeah. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror recently. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. How does a horror book work? Right? Like, what do? You read the page and then, like, it describes the monster, like, what do? Like, oh shit! Right? Like the book says, the monster, he is tall, very tall, he's about 7 feet tall, he's got long hands, big fingernails, he's red, he has horns sticking out of the frontal half of his head. Monster come out like Goosebump? Yeah, probably. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Hang on, what would all the Dokis look like bald? Monster gets drawn in SCI? How would all the Dokis look bald? Oh my god, it's real! What the fuck? I really like literature written in English by non-English native speakers. What the fuck? Why does that Suki look like an egg? No. Look at Sayori, she's an egg. It appears that the Dokis are bald. Cursed. Indeed. Yeah, MC is the name of the protagonist, not no official name. I know. MC is main character. Hang on, yeah, I'm banned on Reddit, but like we don't talk about that. We've got Chibi Doki, but that's not the Doki I'm talking about. I'm also banned on Reddit? Yeah. I have a reason, but I'm not going to specify. I see him as a twink. Yeah. Oh yes, speaking of twinks, Rhea actually absolutely hates twinks. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I'm not homophobic, guys. Yeah, sure. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, you guys dart over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. You know what? Oh, wrong thing. Chet, you're going over here this time. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Sorry, choking. I'm not cute. 1 second. I know I'm not muted. There. Clearly see cuteness on her face. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Simping for drawing. I'm not! He's not! Technically, all digital media is a drawing, except for AI slop, but... Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, I see. Or yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. I'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri... I don't know where to put chat. least populated corner. Da, 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 da. There, you're getting squished. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then, next we meet, we'll share them to each other. That way, everyone is even. Da da da. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Wow! Nice way to fill the chat. Wait, does it actually fill the chat? I'm curious. I'll fix it later. There, chat looks cursed. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Feel targeted with the simping for a drug. Yeah, you like some dude named Tim Wright. Okay, can you stop filling the chat, JFN, please? Yeah, you all know. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if I'm writing poems and the price I need to pay. Or it's the price I need to pay in order to be with these. Why is your chat blank? I don't know. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes all lit up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sorry, wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare us for a moment. You really just came for the cupcakes? I would be super pissed. That makes it official! Choo choo! Welcome to the literature club. Train. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share it. Monica looks at me once again. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I'm really impressed with class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? And that's right, it's Yuri. And I never walked home together because she stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Hey, Captain Obvious, stop pointing things out. Roasty Toasty, look, I know you're just trying to be helpful, but stop. J-Fan, stop with the fucking spoilers! J-Fan, what the fuck? I didn't know they were childhood friends. Roasty Toasty, you're fine to keep chatting. Just, like, don't spoil things. You can't time him out. He has more perms than you do. Well, everyone already knows. Yeah, but say a new viewer comes in who's never seen this game before. What? Like... Like, sorry. No. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, I will be back. I'm just going to the bathroom. Be right back. I'm back. Meager, bouncy, ribbon, sweet, skipping, nature, determination, existence, playground. I didn't click one, but okay. Massacre, desire, warm, vertigo, flower, papa, a twirl, fantasy, alone. Memories, ambient, flying. I'm just picking random. Lust, atone, comfort, milk. Hi again. Glad he didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Metal. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Story told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Kinda is me. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and Monica. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Metal always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. If that's dependable. Or how dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I mean, I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Metal can be good friends too. To Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation that she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Hey, me? See, in Canada, A or EH means A. Right? Like, hey, how's it going, mate? Or A. You get the T today? A? Right? I don't know how to make that EH not sound like A. Or like A. Like a thick Canadian. It's in Canada, we do A, like EH. But A here doesn't mean A. It's eh? Me? I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Aww. Sarah made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. She's blushing. No shit, Sherlock! Do you want a medal? I don't have one, but like... what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I don't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Yuri told me. Yeah, well, you're so short. You're too short. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Is it really manga? The short reads, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Only 5 centimeters shorter. See, yeah, maybe. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Okay, so I'm doing the Yuri mode. The Yuri edition. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I'll enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the car. Sorry, I don't know. I feel like I'm catching a cold or something. I'm getting a little sick. And Yuri's face was already buried in a book. I couldn't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man! It looks like nobody wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could read the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's important to figure out how to get people to show up to the first place, you know? If they come, we can do the thing to speak about to their creative mind. What's this? Sori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her delivering like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Mitsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Mitsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't what you suggested. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out details of the event itself. Find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori could put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, what? A little close there, eh? Open my eyes to see Sayori's face filling my vision. Nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Isn't the napping club? Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. Or don't say that so loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Wish it had a napping option. Yeah. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. I know. You're always looking out for each other. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? No, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week, have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it! Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sarah, it's written all over you. Eh? Sarah glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. Huh? Run my fingertips on the side of Sarah's hair trying to straighten it. The main character was busy reading manga or playing games. Or it's bedtime, it's near midnight. I don't know why I'm so tired. I went to sleep at 1, but I got up at a good time. I swear. I shouldn't be tired. It's only 6 p.m. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. It isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. There's not a toothpaste stain. Try to wipe the stain off with my fingers. But nobody will ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You aren't, and you don't even have your, you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? What's a blazer? Is the blazer the brown jacket? Probably not. Shut trap. No! He's got a point! What's a blazer? Is it the black, the gray outside? The orangey, burgundy inside jacket? Or is it the blue undershirt? I don't know what a blazer is. How about her shirt? Look, which shirt? She's got two! The burgundy one and the blue one. That's super mean. Look it up. White shirt. That's white? That looks blue. Alright, like a light shade of blue. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. These kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh my god! I'm not gonna have an opinion about this. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Please. Anyway, you look so much better now. Shut up. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Please. Are you serious right now, bro? Who, me? It doesn't feel that strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this. It's so stuffy. Thanks for the reminder. Shut up! It's not worth it at all. Sorry, hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. I'm flipping that. Shut the fuck up! No, you're not! It looks the same though. What are you looking? If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? If you keep it unbuttoned, you won't. Probably. I don't have an opinion. Oh shit! What project is that? I really am not clipping that. Did they remove the feature? I think they did, yeah. Let's research that real quick. YouTube removed viewer created clips feature, replacing it with expanded share at timestamps functionality. Really? Really? Wow, so they replaced it with a feature nobody used. We're going to Reddit. And part of this update will be a new main feature, replacing clips. Yeah, so they killed clips. Which really sucks. Because if I had a boyfriend and he wouldn't let me, or let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Hell, what happened to 2005 and 2014 YouTube? Well, controversy happened, and that's when YouTube started making money. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. What's the deal? I guess we really are taking care of each other. And we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls it. Why don't we share poems we wrote now? Yay! Can't wait to read yours! Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share yours with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're gonna do Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably unfair if I shared mine with her first. ... What? Well, this is... Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't involve any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I have to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Fuck you, Jathan. It's simple and dumbasses like me can understand that. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less vivid or valid. Yes, exactly. The poem isn't easy. I don't have an opinion. I've never wrote one. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. It's simple. Yes! J-Fan's the only one who doesn't like it. But I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The one nice thing about simple writing is that it puts so much weight on the wordplay. Like, set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I don't have brainstorm for brainstorm to understand. Yes! Fucking Yuri's and Monica's is like Beethoven. Not Beethoven, but like... I don't know. What's the famous writer? Da Vinci? No, he's a painter. I don't know any writers outside of Dave Pilkey. He made fucking Dogman. That's Edgar. I don't know. Never mind. Scratch that. He was a famous writer, and people had to analyze his text, his words, and I forget. Seriously, I don't. Shakespeare. Yes, Shakespeare. Him. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So he did. Well, I guess it went into more than I realized. That's what makes it. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really know how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud. I won't let that. I won't take it away from her. Yeah, Shakespeare is who I'm talking about. Yuri! Yuri stared at the poem. A moment passes. More than enough to time for adventuring. Oh. Sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical to new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. End result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Oh god! Smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? A ghost under the light. The two, I can't read that, of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe? Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I struggle with this handwriting. It's not bad. It's quite the opposite. I don't see good handwriting like this often. Shut up, Vicky. I know. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I don't think that at all. Took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like your poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Like Vicky. Usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really happy you liked it. I'm barely paying attention. Shut up! No, you're not. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Poem is kind of long, Les. At least you know how to write a poem. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? You must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance at it after all. Remember that poets often express their own feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Sayori! Da-da-da. Oh my goodness. This is so good! Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori? You must seriously be overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion were way more constructive than this. Sure, you don't like it because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a me poem. And that makes it feel extra special. And feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Never seen a girl be so bubbly over a poem before. Have you even seen a girl before, Roasty Toasty? I'm sorry for the friendly fire. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm sitting right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Sayori and Yuri are literally me, no cap. Only cap! You are short! Too short to be Yuri. Too mean to be Sayori. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive yet. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her, yeah. You took a test which Doki character you are, and gave me Monica. Yeah! It gave me what? Yuri? Very much not true. Oh, why is my mouse so nasty? Make sure you have tons of fun here, okay? It's my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Having a snack. Okay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. You have to scroll. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did he write this? Did he wait until this morning to write it? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. And forever as in die? I don't know. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Hell yeah! That's a good breakfast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I'd get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hi. I'm not unhealthy. I'm mentally ill and I'm... Yeah, you are very cranky? No, you're mean. You're just mean. I don't skip breakfast, and I'm mean, so I guess. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, you ever need suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. MC wanting a map? I'm kind of... Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of Sayori. It makes me think of something like... Oh my god, my English! It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Why is that so difficult to say? Oh my god! Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. Maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. And you think. So I think that that's the kind of vibe I get when reading the poem. You're not reading into it too much. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring the emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up liking things a lot. It could take a while before I get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find this kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god, it's long. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I went home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Who's he? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, that's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that's gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep a pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just create a really dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're being nice about it, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chanting. My eyes land on Sayori and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Doki, Doki. Question for all. Yonsim or Doki Doki Literature Club? For me, it has to be Yonsim, Yandere Sim. But it's really hard to compare the two since they both have, like, nothing in common. Yandere Sim is like DDLC, but like 3D, and you know, you do stuff, kind of. No, not at all. Yandere Sim is completely different than DDLC. DDLC is, well, this. Literature where you spend your time, like, writing poems and sharing dark thoughts and stuff and dark topics. And it's not about love. And Yandere Sim is about love. And as they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did he say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem. Returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. DDLC is a well-written game while Yonsim has terrible writing. I've got no opinion on Yonsim. I think Yonsim is a great game. The developer's horrible, but the game is great. It still has a long way to go. Maybe in 10 years we'll get the 4th rival. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and he did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you a suggestion of, or give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Don't look at MC, he's not deciding. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Metal liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh god. Oh? I didn't realize you were so heavily invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Bing. Bing bong. That's not what I... Bing bong bong bong. Yeah, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Metal appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was that full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as the Metal started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn to me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Metal. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Metal. Well, wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Metal? Well? How did I get drugged into this in the first place? I don't know anything about writing. You'll probably think more highly of me. Of course, that's going to be... Natsuki. And so I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't... Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Metal. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki! Yuri! Oh. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings that... with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. Why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh my god. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri sits back. Why is that hearing you? It doesn't! Now, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing on me. Nah. Not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? I guess you could say that. I mean, she might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see your feelings get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Oh my god, it hurts to talk so much. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did we feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Metal, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. I had a friend who made efforts to show off her being like they to impress someone. I don't know if it's very unrealistic. I don't know. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. Think to myself, did I learn something about the poem that... Thought to myself. Metal. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, beams at me. Okay, there's an autosave. No, time to get there. Yuri! What happened earlier? Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happen often? No. Remember the first time I've seen them fight like that. I can promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Metal, it's nice I get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught up with the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. I'll do this. So after the poem, I'm gonna get going. Because I have stuff to do in 20 minutes, and I can't stream. Let's go for like an all Yuri approach. Aforementioned daydream, landscape, unending anxiety, special, intellectual, excitement, misfortune, precious, heavensman, Doki. But yeah, I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna go. Oh, there's autosave. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Thank you three for staying here for the whole stream. I'm really surprised that you guys have. No, I have to go, man. I've got stuff I gotta do. I can't just stream. Cannot, like, stream for all night. Sad face. I have to go play fucking Phasmophobia with my sister. I can't go. I can't just, you know, stay here and do this. So, yeah. Why do you have Telegram? Why are you judging for what I fucking have? I have Telegram because that's how I get stuff. Like, stuff. No need to say more. That's it. It's just stuff. I can't say. But yeah. Stream Phasmophobia? No! I would need my sister's permission first. Right? Because she's in it. I'm pretty sure she don't want to be streamed with. Especially when Vicky is here. Because her and Vicky hate each other. And me and Vic, yeah. I'm not watching that stream though. I know. And I don't have a microphone that goes that far. I don't have a spare microphone. I've got my headset, but that's not wireless. So yeah, I don't have any way to. She's the one who hates me, yeah. Shit. Like, I didn't even do anything to her. Why do they hate each other? Because I'm not sure. Because Wiki thinks me and her look alike. And my sister doesn't like that, and they argued with each other for a bit. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go. You guys have fun. You guys can argue somewhere else, so I don't have to, you know, deal with it, but yeah. See you, chat. Bye.